Hola, la clase de español dos, chicos, chicas, ¿cómo estáis? So, we're looking at reviewing many verbs, present tense verbs, these first few weeks of the trimester, and then we hit the midterm point. So, the soy eres, es, somos, soy, son, there being a big part of our experience. Cuando tendremos una conversación, ciertamente vamos a usar el verbo ser. So soy, eres, es, somos, soy, son. And it can be a basic question like, ¿de dónde eres? Or ¿cómo es tu hermano, hermana? Where you from? Or what is a sibling like, personality-wise? All right. Ser and a star, for better, for worse, both mean to be. Use ser to describe professions, origin, personal traits, physical characteristics, things that are more of a permanent nature. Manuel es Maestro, he is from Spain. Él es de España. Es pelirrojo y muy simpático. So ginger color hair, very nice. And then it says also use ser to express identity and to give the time and date. ¿Qué hora es? Son las 9:03, or son las 8:57. Hoy es domingo, es el 29 de octubre, for example. The sentence here, Tina es mi amiga. Tina's my friend. And the example, son las 2:30. It's 2:30. Use the star to indicate location. Paulina está en la piscina. So Paulina is at the pool. Ella está muy contenta. She's feeling very happy. All right, next slide. El verbo tener. Tener as in to have. So tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tenéis, and tienen. Yo tengo hambre. Yo tengo muchas cosas para hacer este fin de semana, right? So possession of something, to have. O hacemos on for our AR verbs. O es a. Hemos, es, and for our ER verb endings. And. O es a imos, is, and for our IR verb ending. So we're looking at our standard AR verb ending right here. Hablar, hablo, hablas, habla, hablamos, habláis, hablan, for example. Comer, como, comes, come, comemos, comes, and comen. And escribir, escribo, escribes, escribe, escribimos, escribís, and escriben. All right. So present tense verb endings for AR, ER, and IR verbs. Next slide, we get into our boot changing, stem changing verbs. So E to IE with querer. You can see our vowel. We pick up a vowel here. E to IE change in the stem. So quiero, quieres, quiere. And then outside of this pattern right here, queremos, queres. And then the reason it's a boot is kind of the L shape here, quieren. And then poder, O-D-U-E, puedo, puedes, puede. Outside of the pattern, podemos, podes, and then the boot again, pueden. And then E to I change, vowel change, sirvo, sirves, sirves, servimos, servis, and sirven. And so again, we have our pattern E to I right here, sirvo, sirve, sirve, sirven, and then outside of the boot, L formation. So again, a lot of this stem change and vowel changing Spanish present tense verbs, it's a memorization, practice process, but things that we might see in sentences. So again, we've got our ser, we've got our verb estar, we've got tener, ar, er, ir verb endings right in the present tense. We've got our stem changing verbs. So all of these verb forms are things we would have seen in the first month or so of different activities. And then, of course, getting into gustar and talking about something being pleasing. We don't really say in such a formal way that something is pleasing. We might reference more of liking something. So, a mí me gusta la música. A ti te gusta la música. I like music. You like music. You, informal. A ella le gusta la música. A él le gusta. He or she likes música. Nos gusta la música. We like music. Os gusta. And les gusta. You all or they like music. So, me gusta, te gusta, le gusta, nos gusta, os gusta, les gusta, using these indirect object pronouns as part of our gusta or gustan conjugation here. So me gusta la clase, I like the class, versus a question, te gustan tus clases? Do you like your classes more than one? So at the bottom here of the page, or the actual diagram here, a mí me gusta leer, I like to read. ¿Qué te gusta hacer? What do you like to do? And then it says, to emphasize the person you are talking about, add a plus a noun or pronoun. A Rafael, a él, y a mí, we nos gusta escuchar música. A Rafael y a mí, we nos gusta to listen to music. All right, that's gustar. Talked a little bit about voy vas va, vamos, vais van, as an ear. So ear plus a, going to a place, or going to que hacer este fin de semana, que vas a hacer, what are you going to do? So voy vas va, vamos, vais van. It sounds like yo voy, tú vas, usted va, ella va, él va, nosotros vamos, vosotros vais, ellos van, and ustedes van. Voy vas a, vamos, vais van. I go, you go, we all go somewhere during our academic school day. So, for example, Alisa va al café. Alisa goes to the cafe. And cafe, in this case, is a masculine, direct object, but also a masculine noun. Alisa va al cine, to the movies, right? Masculine. Cine is a masculine word. Alisa va al teatro, to the theater on Sundays, right? Number 3. Number 4, Alisa va al parque. She goes to the park. But let's look at number 5. Alisa va a la biblioteca. So to the biblioteca. And la biblioteca is a feminine noun, in this case, direct object. But we have the a la biblioteca versus al, to the parque, masculine noun or direct object. So just a little bit of work with the voy vas a, vamos, vais van. And if we were going to take a moment to do some practice, for example, I might go nosotras. Miramos la televisión. So I've got my subject pronoun. I changed my verb to match that to form a sentence here. Nosotras miramos la televisión. Tú lees, you read un libro, you could read a book. And yo, how about yo miro deportes? Yo prefiero jugar a los deportes, pero yo miro los deportes también. All right, so again, subject, verb, direct object. And that would be just a few examples of formulation of sentences. Thanks for listening. Gracias por todo. Y que tengas un buen día. I like all you're doing on these verbs. Keep it up. Great job, estudiantes. Ciao, ciao.